Welcome back, Plug Nation. Today we have a very big NBA 2K video because so much has been happening throughout the 2K community and a gigantic patch has recently dropped. So hit that subscribe button if you're new, drop a like if you haven't yet. Today's video is packed with information. I promise you, if you don't watch the entire thing, you're going to be missing out. We're not wasting any more time. Let's get into the news. If you all didn't know, 2K every single week does a top plays of the week on 2K TV. Well, recently they did one and they put a 2K18 clip in there. Let's roll it.
Our next clip is from the Pro-Am with TZK 10063C. Pronouncing that handle was worth it, considering the way they handled this behind the back pass. Leaping left hand.
Although that was a very nice pass, that is also 2K18 2K. I'm not sure how you guys did that, but on Twitter when I seen that, I was wondering, there is no way that's ever happened before. This has to be some sort of prank or something. Then someone commented under the tweet and said they've actually done that before. So I'm not sure how many times they did it, but let's roll another clip where they did it on current gen just recently.
It's top plays time with me, the 2K MC. NBA 2K21 is in its third week. So let's check out some of the best highlights that you see.
Yeah, that's not really a good look. That has to be fixed in the future. It's not really important, but still not the best look. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I want to talk to you guys about something. How do you feel about PowerDF's tweet right here? He said, unpopular opinion, I would rather buy my badges than grind them. Let me know in the comment section down below, because in 2K17, you know, you could buy to gold, but then you had to earn Hall of Fame. Do you guys think that you should just be able to buy your badges to Hall of Fame right away, or to gold like in 2K17, or just not at all? Let me know in the comment section down below. But Duke Dennis tweeted out and he said, if I quit 2K content, I know my dogs are still gonna support. Then he tweeted out, I'm not quitting 2K, LOL, just like knowing that if I wanted to, I could. 100 emoji. So if you guys don't remember or did not see my video where I was talking about a game-changing patch is coming out, it was because RONNIE2K tweeted this out right here. Here, you guys, on the divide between overall for Park and Rec Center games, we are going to be trying to even that up in the coming days. Probably source you guys for info over the next few days. And right now, the biggest issue you could say with the game is that if you want to get your overall as fast as possible to hit legend or whatever, just like, you know, a bunch of YouTubers and streamers are doing, you're basically forced to play Rec. And there's nothing wrong with Rec. In the video, I said I actually like playing Rec, but you shouldn't be forced to play it to get the most overall. It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours of playing Park to get as much as one Rec game, which is around 30 minutes. You see what I'm saying? So that's a game-changing patch. Being able to play more Park, more people are going to be in the parks. A big complaint right now is that people can't get games and stuff like that. Well, now people will actually be able to do that if they change it. Well, RONNIE2K tweeted out last night and he said hashtag NBA 2K21 patch 4 slated to drop within the next 48 hours. The notes are long, so I'm excited about the upcoming changes ahead of everyone getting their heavy gaming on during the holidays. More to come when it drops. Happy gaming exclamation mark. And under that, I said, patch 4? Question mark. What? Patch 4? Huh? When did patch 2 and patch 3 come out? We only know of one patch being out right now. Well, anyway, when the new patch dropped, it was like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. or something like that. And 2K did not tweet out the patch notes until later today, which is fine because I wasn't even awake to see it. I would say that that's why they did it. They were waiting for most people to wake up. But they tweeted out a little summary of the patch, but they said next gen patch update number 3 is live. And I was sitting there wondering, when did patch 2 come out? But then I was like, why did Ronnie tweet out patch 4 is coming out soon? So anyway, that doesn't really matter, but let's get into some important things in the patch. Then later on in the video, we're going to be talking about the rest because we have more important news than the rest of it. You see what I'm saying? So let's get into that. Gameplay: tightened up charge and block collision animations to prevent unwanted sliding. CPU defenders will now properly recognize the direction of a screen even after it has been flipped. Smaller green release windows on heavily contested shots. That's a huge one we're going to talk about in just a minute. Fixed an issue with double teams that was being used as an exploit. Adjusted breakout time of in-game emotes to prevent unrealistic movement. Corrected an issue with play graphics where the line for the pass would begin at my player even if they did not have the ball. Resolved an issue with certain settings sometimes getting reset when entering and exiting the menu when in a game. Thank you, 2K. We'll talk about that too. You are now able to change the tempo and rebound settings when you toggle the ace manager on and off. Player will no longer be able to move unrealistically while defending inbound passes during garage hoop games. So the two big ones in that is that when you dashboard or when you get dashboarded, you're not going to get your meter turned on and other settings that were being just turned on randomly when that happens. And obviously the big one, smaller green release windows on heavily contested shots. Now that is good. That's a good start. But why are you able to green 100% shots in the first place? You see what I'm saying? They said smaller. Not that they really took them out. You just have to time it a little bit better to get those heavily contested greens. Now, it doesn't happen all the time. You can't just stand still and shoot green after green after green, but it does happen pretty frequently. And I know a lot of professional players are upset. I seen in the other day, a professional E-League game was decided by a guy hitting a like 95% heavily, smothered three-pointer green to win the game. So I'm not sure if that should be in the game or not. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. But the city is being decked out for the holidays coming Tuesday at 8 a.m. We'll look at that in just a minute. Continued optimization and refinements to performance in the city. Various improvements and enhancements to buildings, objects, landscapes, lighting in the city. Further improvements have been made to invites and joining friends in the city. We'll talk about that. Streamline the process of entering a store when you have a ball or vehicle equipped. The try-on feature should now properly work for various standalone stores throughout the city. The rep multiplier will now correctly appear in the post-game recap. Corrected an issue where the VC bounce would not update immediately upon earning in various city events. Continued enhancements to the Puma, Mobile, Kia Challenge, and Wacky Wednesday events, which we'll talk about, which is very important. Fixed an issue in the post-game recap where overall rating was not correctly showing the tenths of a point. It would appear stuck at 99.0. That is now fixed also. I've seen that. Added user-reported issues with Garage Hoops games and related flow. Added collision to the baskets in Warehouse Challenge games for players running underneath. Resolved an issue where the timer/counter would sometimes not track during workouts in the Gatorade training facility. Corrected some visual issues when using the subway, and you are no longer able to enter and purchase items at stores for affiliations you do not belong to. So some huge ones out of that is the city is being decked out for the holidays, so you're gonna have the snow all around the city and in the park. Hopefully that doesn't make it lag though. This one I really like. Improvements have been made to joining friends, so now when you join someone, you actually load in right where they are. I'm not sure if it's when they sent the invite where they are or just where they are when you join them. Also, if you're in a different affiliation and you're wanting to pull up on a YouTuber or something and you join them, it's gonna put you right by their court. You don't have to run all the way over there, which is huge. And then the optimization and refinements to performance in the city. So that's gonna be better for the game's flow and to not, drop frames and be laggy and stuff like that. So a gigantic patch was dropped. There's much more, but I'm sure you guys are wondering, where is the overall update that Ronnie2K was talking about? Well, LaMonsta, another YouTuber on Twitter, asked him, is overall improved in park? I remember you talking about it in a previous tweet, but I didn't see it in the patch notes. He said, not tied to the patch. Tweak was made, but team is continuing to consider more. So apparently they did up the overall. I'm not sure exactly how much or if it even means anything because I played park and I did not see a difference at all. But I'm pretty sure what he's saying is to do that, it doesn't require a patch and they're still working on what to do with it. So it would be like a hot fix or a update required if you guys have ever seen that. So at the most, it would probably just make you exit back to the menu and then it would be downloaded. So I'm very curious to see what 2K is going to do with it. Now I'm going to let you guys in on a little something. This was the first time I've actually talked to Ronnie2K. We spoke in the DMs. He asked me my opinions. I told him the only way to fix it for everyone, and we'll see if that is what happens, okay? I'm not going to tell you guys because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to even discuss what we talked about in the DMs, but it was about the overall system in the game. I told him my opinion on it. We'll see what happens. Duke Dennis responded to the patch on Twitter with 2K dropped a patch ? If it ain't new overall rewards, it don't even matter. This guy under his tweet said, F overall rewards, talk about the gameplay. He said gameplay don't matter if nobody playing it. And I've been saying the same exact things. If new overall rewards were added into the game, then so many more people would be playing this game. I know a lot of people don't have consoles right now, but what I'm talking about is even the people right now that are playing it would be playing the game more because they'd have an incentive to earn these new rewards. And then maybe some people that don't have the game itself, but they have the console and they're just not wanting to play it, would buy it. Anyway, there would definitely be more people on the game. And especially when Christmas comes around in January, people would definitely be playing more if they added more rewards. But speaking of some rewards, 2K had this 90s event recently on the game where you had to be 90 overall or higher to win. And you guys remember there was a huge issue because you had to be under 95 overall to win. Yeah, it's really weird. If you guys didn't see the last video, man, make sure to go watch it after this. But this reward is this jacket that you get right here. You also get unlimited steel boost. Comment down below, W or L. Are these jackets drippy or not? To be honest, bro, I'm not feeling those jackets, okay? I'm gonna definitely give them an L. And that's why I brought it up, because that reward, man, I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. You guys let me know. But PowerDF tweeted out, and he said that AI players are now 85 overalls instead of 60 overalls in the rec, which was a huge issue that I spoke about under Mike Wang's tweet. I maybe made like 2 or 3 tweets about it, talking about in the rec center, you go in with 2 or 3 people and you always get a 60 overall AI that is trash. He doesn't shoot. He doesn't play defense. They got to be fixed. They got to be, because it was really bad. You can just pass to the guy that has an AI on him and he's going to be wide open every single time. So now 2K has upped them to 85 overalls, even though they should probably be like 90, 95. But still, we're making a good step. Okay, we're getting closer and closer. And I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm going to go ahead and say it, even though we haven't talked about all the patch notes. This patch is a W. It is a huge patch note list where 2K is once again trying to give us good things, although there is still a lot of issues. Do not think there isn't. If you all didn't see the last video, G-Man was talking about he thinks it's his time to leave the 2K community, and Annoying Quote tweeted that tweet on Twitter with, "Damn, everyone retiring this year," and Niddick said, "Game is not alive. What is there to make content out of?" And Hank said, "I don't know what to upload, man. Next gen views are horrible." Luck DF on Twitter said, "2K content creators aren't in this community forever. Appreciate us while we're here. This could be the last year for a lot of creators. Appreciate and enjoy us while we're here. And for everyone grinding, keep chasing your dreams." So guys, like I said, man, there's a lot of stress right now with this game, mostly due to the views, because a lot of people do not have the consoles. If you look at current gen 2K21 or previous 2Ks, there was lots of issues, but people still watched the game. It's not the game. Now, some people might not watch the game or like the game that have played it, but that's not the reason why the views are down so much. I've tried to tell you guys, it's because a lot of people do not have a console. The consoles have only been out for like a month now. How can you expect the views to be the same when current gen people have had 8, 9 years to get that console and get current gen? You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to watch the game that do not have it. So that's the reason why the views are down so much right now. And a lot of people are thinking that the views will not really return to how they were until 2K22, which I fully believe as well. I do think that Christmas is going to help out. I think that there's quite a few, Xboxes and PS5s under the Christmas trees. And I've heard there's going to be massive restockings, like one coming in January after Christmas. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch more in the next coming months. But if you get the game in like February or May or something like that, the chances of you buying the 2K21 next gen game is probably going to be pretty low. You're probably going to wait till 2K22. So we'll see what happens with next year's game. For right now, just support your content creators. Support me by clicking that like button, making that like button blue. That's all I ask from you guys, man. If you really support me, when you see my videos, drop a like, and also click that bell right next to subscribe and select all notifications, so when I upload, you get to see it right away. Anyway, the rest of these patch notes we're gonna go over real quick. We got some new floors that are updated for like every single NBA team. I'm not gonna go through the list. You guys see it. Some new uniform updates. We also got some new player likeness and facial animation updates and stuff. Then we have the primary logo for the Toronto Raptors has been updated to reflect their latest design. Lighting issues in the historic Amway Center. Address an issue with shorts displaying incorrectly. And then a rare hang in the My NBA 2K app. But we have a lot more, so let's get into it. Pro-Am and the Rec. New holiday uniforms have been added for Pro-Am games. Updated uniforms have been added for Rec Center games. Resolved user-reported issues with private matchmaking for Pro-Am team games. A lot of professional players couldn't play private matchmaking. Hopefully that is fully fixed now. Improve the ability of CPU players, users as fill-in for Pro-Am and walk-on games. Address an issue with invisible collision under the Hoop and Pro-Am games. I have no clue why that was in there. That was actually going to be in the video today until they patched it today. Addressing tracking issues with stats during games in the Rec Center. Resolved a hang that could occur in Pro-Am when editing the uniform while other players on the team were still in a game. And then we have some My Career stuff, which usually is for My Career, sometimes is important like for actual players in the park and stuff, but it's your My Career player. You guys see what I'm saying. Anyway, Continued improvements to arena personnel, positioning, and behavior during post-game events, particularly in relation to encore interviews. Your My Player's body type will now properly be kept individually per save. That was a really interesting bug because you could have a slight body type, and then when you made a burly build, it made all your builds burly. So I'm glad that that is fixed now. Address an issue with the saved camera setting being reset after the pregame shoot around in my career games. That was happening to me. You can now skip through the animation of your My Player walking back to the bench after being subbed out. Resolve the rare issue where newly applied tattoos could disappear when changing your My Player's appearance. Fix a rare hang that could occur in the jump shot creator menu when customizing your shot. Fix an issue where your difficulty could be reset after participating in a training session with Chris Brickley. Then we have addressed a logic error in the long shadow when determining if your performance was good or bad in the combine and private NBA team workout, and corrected a situation in the dunk contest where the round recap overlay could stay on the screen for too long, obscuring the following dunk. Now we have My NBA. Uploaded player DNAs and prospects and uploaded draft classes will now retain their tattoos. Start from offseason will now include the rookies in the 2020 NBA draft. Address the hang that some users reported when attempting to start a new My NBA while using a custom roster. Address the hang that some users reported when attempting to download/apply team designs into a My NBA. Editing tattoos will now work correctly in My NBA Online. Fix a progression issue in My NBA Online that was causing many players to have their overall rating incorrectly decrease over time. Resolved various stability issues in My NBA Online. Contracts for released players will no longer appear on the salary cap when dead cap rules have been disabled. Players will now continue to age after their age has been drafted. Various improvements have been made related to player training and flex scheduling. So I think that's it for the patch notes. Let me look real quick. Nope, we have a few more. We have you are no longer able to edit players in a ranked My NBA league. Improved G League player generation to allow for a more realistic prospect pool. Then My WNBA / the W players will now be wearing the expected / correct clothing during the W online games. The camera will now always keep both the player and the ball on screen in the W online games. Added baseline media to the WNBA arenas and made continued improvements to positioning and behavior of all characters. Fixed a rare hang that could occur during the lottery in My WNBA or the W. Addressed an issue in My WNBA where the league MVP would also be shown as the Rookie of the Year after simulating through a season. My Team. Added online versus the difficulty used in both My Team Limited and Unlimited to play with friend games. The camera will now be positioned properly when a shooting foul is called during Triple Threat Challenge games. A number of under the hood support items have been added in preparation for upcoming My Team seasons. Now, that is it for the patch notes, but we have a few more things to talk about and then we're done. Nut said every event should be similar to basketball gods. Really the only one that makes sense to me. Maybe even have one with total wins instead of win streak. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below how you think the events should be on NBA 2K21 next gen and for the future, because right now they're messed up. They're definitely messed up. If you guys haven't seen the recent videos, there's been a lot of issues with these events, and I think that's probably the best way to go about it is wins or win streak for every single one, not my points and who can throw the most lobs. Like, that's not really showing skill. You guys see what I'm saying? So guys, let me know in the comment section down below what is a good fix for that, but we have one or two more things to talk about. 2K's never really done that good with streaming numbers, especially when the big streamers aren't streaming like Ticino and people like that. But recently, games that you would not expect are pulling more viewers than 2K, like chess. Yes, chess has been pulling more viewers than 2K on most days. So like I was saying, guys, make sure to support the people that you watch that are still uploading this game and trying to get videos out there to entertain you guys. Now, the last thing I'll give you is, should I talk about this right here? For those of you that know about it in the next video, let me know. It's your boy Badge Plug. You have been plugged in. Drop a like if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. And I'm out. Peace.